What's going on, guys? Unknown Player here, and today once again we've got some more Destiny 2 stuff to talk about. So as usual, I've gone through and collected a bunch of the most interesting topics and things I found recently, and I'll be rounding all of them up inside this video. Believe it or not, we're going to be talking about the Vex Mythoclast. No, it's not returning, I don't think, but there is a really interesting Easter egg inside Warmind which hints towards the Mythoclast, and also a bunch of other stuff we didn't know. There is also some other stuff in regards to the Stranger and the Stranger's rifle, and how that weapon kind of is more or less coming back in a different weapon. We have Bungie's response to Escalation Protocol, which of course is a very hot topic right now. Wanted to round up what they said on the subject, and some more bits and pieces like how Bungie are changing more exotics in the next update on Tuesday, and some Iron Banner stuff. So as always, I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you want to support it, you can hit the like button down below, that'd be appreciated. And without further ado, let's jump into it. So I wanted to begin with something pretty random, but also a very cool Easter egg I noticed to do with the Vex Mythoclast. Probably a bunch of our favorite weapons, is definitely in my top 5, and for the longest time we never knew who made it, where it comes from, or really much backstory to the weapon, and it's been a pretty big mystery. Obviously it's made with Vex tech and their materials, but we don't know much more other than that. The Grimoire card for it does say it's from a far-flung corner of time and space, which first off does sound very familiar, we'll get onto that in a second. And then it says it's mysteriously fit for human hands, and its origin, mechanism, and purpose are all unknown. Now, when we recently got the World Line 0, the first thing I noticed was that weird button, the little 3 lights you can see right here. For some reason, don't ask me why, but I knew I recognized that from somewhere in Destiny, and also just the weapon looked a bit familiar. But then I remembered it's actually on the Vex Mythoclast. That little button and kind of part on the side is the same exact part as you can see right here. But as well as the button, the weapon does just look like it's made from the same parts as World Line 0, and especially that bit on the side with kind of rounded edge is pretty much identical. Now, of course, we've recently learned that the Stranger is Elsie Bray, and she actually built World Line 0 among other things. And Elsie Bray is of course a designer or a creator. She makes things as what she does. So whether it's weapons or vehicles, she creates a lot of things inside Destiny. So this is just my theory, and I could be wrong, but it does make a lot of sense that the Stranger also built the Vex Mythoclast. Something interesting is that if you look at the Destiny wiki for this gun, it says that this is the only weapon from the Vault of Glass set not made by Kabir. Of course, he made the Gorgon shield and also a bunch of weapons and armor. And then on top of that, you can make a lot of comparisons between weapons we know the Stranger definitely made. So the Stranger's rifle, No Time to Explain, and World Line 0. So the Mythoclast and the World Line 0 both use Vex technology. Another similarity is the Vex Mythoclast and No Time to Explain or Stranger's rifle both were made and come from different time periods and are sent to us through different means. So it's almost like the Stranger, who in the future or wherever she is making these weapons and sending them through to us. You probably remember that quest in the Taken King, where for the future war cult, who of course the Stranger works for, works with, you're investigating Anna Bray, who's the Stranger's sister, and then you end up in the Vault of Glass and are given this exotic Stranger's rifle. The Stranger was focused on defeating the Vex, so it would make a lot of sense she would want to reward us and give us a weapon for defeating the Vex in this Vex Atheon raid. So I do think the Bungie artist or designer putting that weird button on the world line was some kind of hint or Easter egg at the Stranger also making the Mythoclast. I mean, it's such a specific button that doesn't show up anywhere in all of Destiny's thousands of weapons, so it's definitely no coincidence, I think, that it showed up now on the same weapon also made by the Stranger. Like, why would a Bungie dev take this button from one of the oldest weapons in the game and just slap it on this new weapon in a different game, Destiny 2? So I think it's very strange to me, but again, that's just my theory. I thought you guys would find it interesting, and of course speculate down below, what do you think about this potential Easter egg? Now also, while I'm on the topic of the Stranger, the Polaris Lance, which is Anna Bray's weapon, is actually going to be very, very similar to the No Time to Explain Elsie Ray's weapon, her sister. If you pay very close attention to this gameplay, you can see every headshot returns bullets directly to the mag indefinitely. So of course that is the same as her sister or ex-sister's weapon, No Time to Explain. It would just spawn bullets from thin air and you could just keep hitting shots. So it's like the original Black Hammer sniper, which could infinitely spawn ammo, unlike the Spindle, which takes it from your reserves, but this of course is going to be a scout rifle version. And this weapon does look like it's going to be amazing for bosses with big crit spots and don't move too much. It's high impact, you can just spam at a boss's head infinitely until you have to reload or until the boss is dead. But it's also a bit better than No Time to Explain, because of course every 5 shots is going to be a high damage explosive. But yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting and wanted to mention it. These two sisters' weapons are nearly identical, but one is a scout rifle and one's a pulse rifle. So moving on to some Bungie news, they finally talked about Escalation Protocol, which of course has been a very hot topic recently, mainly the fact that getting 9 players together is a bit of a mess and it's pretty much required. So they replied with a wall of text, and I'll save you guys the time of me just reading it verbatim. I'll paraphrase it in basically a few sentences. Essentially, it was designed for 3 max level players, which hardly anyone is right now, and that is why everyone finds it so hard. Also, since launch, people have asked for more difficult activities, and Escalation Protocol fills that gap. They want to wait until everyone is max level level before making any drastic changes to it. And they've also seen feedback that people enjoy 9-player activities, so they might do something like that in the future, maybe future DLC. So let me know down below in the comments how you guys feel about this, what are your thoughts. I personally have to disagree with a lot of it. I don't think people are unhappy about the difficulty. I think it's simply the fact that to beat that difficulty, you need 9 players, and getting 9 players is the problem. I just don't think 3 players could do last week. I mean, this week is very easy. You can just camp in the back with a sniper and pretty much anyone can do it. It's a pretty easy cheese, but I think literally any 3 people in Destiny, if they're 385 and have enough ammo and the right sniper, they can just 3-man it. But last week, the Crota boss, I seriously doubt 3 people can do that, and maybe future weeks with their mechanics, I doubt that as well. But even if, let's just say it was designed for 3 people, that would mean obviously you have to be max level, and being max level 385 is going to take, on average for the average player, I would say about a month. So that means Bungie designed an activity that pretty much is not allowed to be played for an entire month after it comes out. So again, these are just my thoughts, but I don't think it was designed for 3 players, and if it was, I don't think it was a good idea. I also don't want to see them make it easier and tone down the difficulty. I definitely don't want to see that because it's very, very fun at the moment. I would just love to see 9-player fire teams doable on Mars. I think that's the perfect solution, or just matchmaking for 3 fire teams of 3. I think the problem lies that maybe Bungie can't do that. Maybe there's technical reasons, maybe there's RAM or something like that. I'd love to see Bungie talk about if that's possible, if they can do it with the systems and the servers. I think the problem with Escalation Protocol is the accessibility, not the difficulty. But again, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think down below. Now, as well as that, Bungie gave a quick preview of the 6 exotic armor pieces getting buffed on May 29th, next Tuesday. So there are more coming in July, but these are the ones so far. The synthesets for the Titan, instead of getting more damage for people surrounding you, it's going to be a flat bonus wherever you are when there's 3 enemies around you. Obviously, the best part is the range increase. Well, that's why it's used pretty much, but this should be a pretty big buff for PvE apparently. The Lion Rampant boots for the Titan are going to let you strafe, so basically boost jump in the air while shooting from the hip. That's definitely a first for Destiny. No weapon lets you shoot while actually activating a jump. Also, your hip fire in the air is not going to have the aerial accuracy penalty, so it's going to be a lot more accurate. The Dragon's Shadow chest piece is going to now reload all your weapons when you dodge or shade step, and also going to give you a boost to mobility. The Mechanized Trick Sleeves, one of the worst exotics in the game. These are now going to mean swapping to a sidearm when you're wounded gives an increase to damage. This could be very, very strong. Depending on how much damage it does, we will know hunters with sidearms are very annoying right now, so this could be even better. The Lunafaction boots for the Warlock is probably my favorite out of the bunch. You no longer have to go in and out of your rift to get the ammo reload. It reloads your weapons automatically in the rift. So I'm assuming you can just infinitely fire forever and your weapon is never going to deplete. And then we have the Sun Braces for the Warlock. So solo melee kills, basically your charge kill with a melee, is going to grant you unlimited solo grenade energy for a brief time. So basically Radiance from Sunsinger for a short amount of time. That sounds really good. So those are the 6 exotics getting buffed. They definitely needed some, but again, let me know your thoughts down below. Right, so I also want to talk about Iron Banner, and I actually just got the map Banner 4 for the first time ever, so I wanted to record it. I've played probably 30 matches of Iron Banner, and I haven't got Banner 4 once, so this is a glorious occasion. Man, I missed this map so much. He's getting away. And also, I love this Crimson as much, if you couldn't tell already. Oh, this line of sight. This brings you back. But yeah, I've played probably... Guy going to come out again. Probably around, I'd say, 30 matches of Iron Banner. And I've gotten the Meltdown map, I think it's called. The new Warmind map. At least 10 of those times. I feel like Bungie, when they make a new map and put it in rotation, they should actually make it more common. I love the Crimson with the health regen, man. It's so, so cool. Yeah, I wanted to get some footage because it's pretty much the rarest map in the entire game. If it wasn't for me getting it just now, I was about to say the map is a myth and doesn't actually exist. But I feel already at home in this map. And the spawns are just as bad. People are still spawning right next to me. Oh man, I'm surrounded. There's another. I'm going to regen. Oh, there's more. You just body shot me with a Boreas. I also wanted to mention the emote, of course, which hasn't been mentioned so far by Bungie, I'm pretty sure. But I'm pretty sure the fact that they haven't talked about it, I think kind of means they probably won't. If they were, they would have by now, especially seeing as Iron Banner is nearly over. I thought it was going to die there. I actually misspoke in my video. I said it was 1,100 bright dust, and it's actually 1,100 silver, not bright dust. I meant to say silver, which makes it even worse because that obviously makes it a ton of money. And Jack just stole my ammo. But just think about that itself, 1,100 silver. I'm pretty sure that's like $11, I think, which is half of the entire Warmind DLC. Is guy gonna come out? Like, imagine the entire Warmind DLC, all the writers, the designers, the artists, the musicians, the story writers, every single person, all the hours involved. Whatever you think about the DLC, imagine he just stole it again. Just think about how much time and money went into the Warmind DLC, that's entire creation, and then think about one emote which cost $11. That is just crazy to think. Again, I don't agree with it. I think it should have been in the loot pool, obviously. I don't think there's anyone that disagree, but I don't think they would annoy their kind of most paying customers, because there are people that already... Wait, why is there... There's a wall here? What? They've changed this. That is definitely different. What are they... Oh, there's a room in there. That definitely was not there before. I tried to walk backwards into where I know the room was next to heavy, but there's an entire room in here now. And also a dude camping in here. I'm blaming my death on that door being put there. So hopefully next time Iron Banner comes around, they do some kind of other emote maybe that you don't have to pay for, that you can actually get in Iron Banner. That would be cool. But I'm not sure about the other one because, again, like I said, people already paid for it. People paid like $11 for it, so they're not just going to put it in for free. Imagine if you went and spent your money on the emote and then you find out that Bungie put it into the game and you can get it for free. You'd obviously be annoyed. And as much as I don't like it, Bungie are not going to want to annoy people that pay good money for stuff. So it's probably not going to be added in, to be honest. Let's just hope next time it comes around, something is added into Iron Banner, like an emote that's exotic. Oh, this should be good. I got some heavy ammo and a hot node for someone, whoever wants to catch it. You. Oh, that's a miss. Oh, no. Oh, I just got the Vigilance Wing Catalyst. That's actually my first ever Catalyst in Crucible. That is my second ever Catalyst. My RNG for them has been horrific. I play this game a lot, as you can probably imagine, and that is my second ever Catalyst. I think it's karma for all the times I got the strike loot first time in a row. So as always, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Of course, if you did, a like rating down below would be much appreciated. And of course, make sure you are subscribed if you aren't already. If you want to watch another video from me, you can click this image on screen right now, and that will take you to it. But like I always say, can't thank you guys enough for all the support, all the like ratings and comments and tweets. You guys are awesome. So I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.